So we've got big announcements. Two big announcements, sort of tied together. Those are going to be made in about an hour. Okay. Now we've got a bit of content to sort of lead us into those announcements that I managed to I whipped up for you last night. I cooked up real quick. So I just want to sort of give some context here. Basically, I put up this tweet. Here it is. I put up this tweet. Come on. So I already had a little bit of a plan of what was going to go down tonight, just because of some things, but we'll get into all that, okay? So I put out this tweet. I'm like, huge piece of content / announcement on my stream at 6 PM EST. Exciting stuff. Bereave me. Link below. Make sure to press notify me. So it's very simple, little self-promo tweet. Trying to hype up tonight's stream. Try and get some people in there. I can see I've already got 50 of you in here. Please, guys, like, subscribe, donate, buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat if you can. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, a little self-promo tweet. And I thought, you know what would be funny? And you'll see why I thought it'd be funny in a bit. It'll be funny if I just link this in Foodshops Discord. So I think I put a stupid little message and I was like, hey guys, think you might be really interested in this. Smiley face. Smile. And then link the tweet. Immediately, and we'll get into this now. The moment I post in that Discord, Foodshops immediately sees it and starts spurring the fuck out on stream about it. So we're gonna watch that. I know, I said we were past Foodshops. I did leave myself some wiggle room. I said unless something crazy happens or there's like some amazing opportunity. And I think you guys, by the time we reach the top of the hour, by the time we get there, by the time we make the announcements, I think you guys will understand why I've chosen to re-engage a little bit here. Why I see it as worth it. Okay. Left some quiggle room, exactly. I am a bit of a quigger, I gotta say. Okay, so when does she go? When does she stop watching this Stardust shit? So one little thing to note, I guess, is obviously Stardust doesn't like me. I think this is known. I don't like Stardust either. Let's be real. But Stardust raided Foodshops before this happened.
Like that's improved.
So Stardust is in chat for like this whole thing. That's just something worth noting. It's around here, I think it happens. So let's just watch a little bit. I'll 2x it because we want to. It is like 2 hours of talk. I like put that one message in a Discord, and I think I tagged Stardust replying to it just to fuck around a bit. I think that's all I did in the Discord, and it caused 2 hours of Foodshops talking about me and Bug and other people in Spy Chat. Queen Bee from my chat even got a shout out in this 2 hour spurg out. Yeah, there you go. Somehow even I took a stray. Exactly. Apparently you're a lolcow. I didn't realize random chatters that don't really seem to produce content from what I can tell could be lolcows. Yeah, pausing so much as well. Yeah, you guys hearing the dead air coming through right now. We'll get into that as well, I'm sure. Okay, so let's start this. This is a primo piece of Foodshops content. Okay, there's been a few little good bits that we've seen here and there, but while I've not been streaming here and there. However, none of it was really good enough to cover. I was gonna talk about Foodshops a little bit today anyway because of this announcement, but this is some really good stuff. So.
Some motherfuckers maybe, but he was only very lightly engaged in the whole thing. He tweeted about it a few times. There were a lot of like celebrities and people like that who'd make some comments about it, but then largely disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, but he seems pretty prominent now. I mean,
because he was very.
Okay. Ethan.
That people still talk about this. Yeah, again. Yeah, Takam's still living in 2014.
First went on to
Guys, hold on. Why did Kuihman post in free for all?
associate.
Okay, here we go. Here's the Sutsberg out. Found it. We're all good, guys. We're all good. Sorry about that, guys. Should have prepped that.
Why did Kuihman post in free for all?
Didn't think it'd be that hard to find.
What is this? Give me a moment. Guys, Kuihman just posted in my chat free for all. What is this?
We fucked it. It's all good.
Kuihman! Don't fucking advertise in fucking free for all. Holy shit.
I will advertise in whatever channels I want. Thank you.
Hold on.
I would like to add also that I was not timed out or banned, and the message was not deleted either. Okay, so there was no rules. Only exist in a Discord insofar as you moderate them. Okay, and those rules are not being moderated. So I will promote in whatever channels I can get away with promoting in. Thank you. Thank you. Jesus Christ, come on.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. This is my server. I don't give a fuck. Alright.
Far right.
It's a complicated, nuanced question. I think probably not for the most part, because if you look at the data on this, it doesn't.
Is he nagging you down? No, he's not. Again. He just. No, listen. Alright.
So yeah, here's Stardust immediately. First mention of me, immediately in there. Been watching the whole time, not really said much, but immediately in there when hearing me mentioned. It's okay.
Why? Why are people just trying to? I hate this. This is so stupid. What the? Why? Why is there a leaf on my skirt? Wait, Stardust, you've been here this entire.
They just eat the leaf. Oh, dude. Am I crazy?
Why is there a leaf on my skirt?
Bruh. That's fucking nasty. No way.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
It's a style that we got good reason. We got good reason. Okay, we'll get there.
Wait, Stardust, you've been here this entire time? Fuck.
Doesn't seem to be true. Most of the people involved weren't far-right people or even right-wing people. Even as this data, even from 2016, Brad Glasgow's very well done research on Gamergate.
No.
A survey with confirmed Gamergate people only.
Just got here based.
He had a pretty good verification process to see who was involved and who wasn't. Other studies have basically shown the same thing. Other surveys, so they didn't have as good of methodology as Brad Glasgow's did.
Wait, hold on. I just have to. It just. Oh, look. All I'm gonna say is this. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's me posting the Discord. What does the message say? Hey guys, I think this might be interesting for you. Smile, and then my self promo tweet.
I'm just saying. I don't know if.
Why is Stardust in stereo? Looking large for the new year.
Look, listen, just learn how to read, okay? All right, post it in fucking free for all, okay? Bloody hell. Self promo, okay? Self promo's down here, all right? You put everything down self promo. There's a reason why this channel's called self promo, okay? Okay, Jesus.
Oscars.
Stop.
And then I posted the. Obviously, I posted this clip. Yeah, I guess this is a if you know, you know moment. What exactly?
I don't know what it is. I'm not playing that though. All right.
So smarter than I thought. Give her credit. Smarter than I thought. A little bit, just a tiny bit. 2 IQ points.
All right, going back to the video.
And if you look at like the traffic to Breitbart, only like less than 10% actually, less than 10% of single digits of Gamergate people even went to Breitbart for news. So it doesn't seem like they were all that successful in that regard. But there were definitely some people who lost their minds and did become like more.
It's just a video of a very pasty white kid screaming "Nobody cares, ninja." At the camera, yeah.
Right-wing people like Milo and like Ralph and John Kelly probably. Though I think John Kelly's not right-wing anymore, but
Yeah, I'm not saying that the Gamergaters themselves were like far right. I just am asking, like, because Milo Yiannopoulos became such a huge figurehead, and even somebody that you interviewed, I believe, was on a panel with me when he acknowledged that we made Milo Yiannopoulos, we chose him to like be like one of the people advocating for us, and we chose wrong with that. And so, like, given that Milo is one of the most like well-known figures to come out from the Gamergate stuff, he does have that association with the far right.
Jesus, I can't listen to this Stardust interview again. Holy fuck, it was bad enough the first time around.
All wanted to basically.
Bro, dude, come on. You can do that on your own time. Bloody hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, Kuihman, since you're in here! Wait, Kuihman, since you're in here, just come in voice chat! Wait, Kuihman, I know you're here! Wait, somebody tell Kuihman to come in voice chat!
Yeah, just absolutely fucking begging me to come in voice chat, but I'm not going to fucking voice chat on fucking retard streams at 6 in the morning. Well, this wasn't even 6 in the morning, this was like 8 or 9 in the morning. Hash out retarded bullshit for absolutely no benefit to me. That is just absolutely not happening. Absolutely not happening in a million fucking years.
Kuihman!
Yeah, I'd like to remind you guys, this is all over basically one message. Like, there were a couple others. There was the tagging Stardust and the Nobody Cares N-word video. So there were those two, but it was pretty much one message. This whole thing, this is basically, it's just about me and Spicy Chat for the rest of the stream, pretty much. From 5 hours 40 to 7 hours 10.
Wait, hold on. Kuihman. Listen. I really, really regret listening to Yuki on some things, because I'm gonna tell you right now that motherfucker is such a double agent. I don't know why the fuck Yuki just tells me things about you while like you're falling asleep with Yuki. But I'm gonna tell you right now.
So like, again, this is just, I don't know what it, okay. So Sleepy claims Sleepy is not doing this. I think Sleepy is doing this, okay. I think Sleepy is deliberately gaslighting Food Slops behind the scenes. And I've got several reasons to think this. Not just Food Slops saying it. That Sleepy is gaslighting Food Slops behind the scenes and trying to be like, oh, listen, Kuihman's got his crush. Kuihman's always saying these things about you in VC. Kuihman says all this stuff about you. I think that's what's happening. Now, Sleepy is claiming that all they say is, oh, if Food Slops asks whether we're watching you, I say whether we're watching you. That's whether we're watching you, whether we're watching her. Sorry, then she says that. That's the only thing Sleepy says apparently. Now I don't believe that, me personally, and it is based from Sleepy if true. I don't know why Sleepy isn't just admitting it, because it's a funny op. Most unfunny. No, that's a funny op. That is not a. Come on. It's kind of funny. Come on. Manipulating Spurgs on the internet because you're able to get close to them is funny. That is always just funny. Sleepy isn't even a Tesla. Come on now. Sleepy isn't even a Tesla. Heyo.
Food shops mention me equals Kuihman gets paid.
Thank you for the $20, Queen Bee, and thank you to Food Shops for encouraging Queen Bee to donate to me. Thank you. If it's helping lead to this meltdown, then yeah, I agree. Listen, let's wind up this obsessive freak into spiraling and going about me. It's fine. Look, listen, I've got no interest in this person's mental state. This person could be doing the most delirious, just unhinged shit in the world in that little studio apartment, that little assisted living facility. In fact, the worst thing they're doing, the better. The absolute worst is in there. I'm not looking, I'm not listening, okay, based.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Alright? I don't know why you just tell everything to Yuki! Like, why?
You watch it right now? I'm watching it. This is the one time. This is a little, as a treat style, okay? And we'll get into why. We'll get into why. We're getting there, okay? No, Stylo, it's not copium. We've got good stuff.
Like, I'm doing you a favor by not telling like, the public about some of the things that you think about me.
Like, like what is this little freak on about? Some of the things I think about you. I sit there, I laugh about the fucking gross little stims you do. Scratching your fucking face and shit in VC with people. Like, Ninja, I'm not... I don't know what this delusion is. I can only imagine it's because Sleepy is saying these things. I can only imagine. That is the only reason that I can possibly think. Like
why? Kuihman, I'm trying to save your reputation. Come on, man.
Dude, say whatever you want. Come out and say, listen, Sleepy told me that Kuihman said that, oh, he actually is really into vor, and that, oh, he wants to be eaten by the fox from Zootopia. I say whatever you want, bro. Honestly, I could not care any fucking less what unhinged shit you're saying on your stream. I haven't covered it for weeks because it's not particularly funny. As I said, we are getting into exactly why I'm covering this right now. To be honest, the fox is kind of hot. Well, I think there's someone else in this chat that would agree with you on that. You're among friends. You're among friends.
Are you still calling me food slaps on your stream? And trying to roast me and shit?
You reached the Utopia ball pretty quickly.
That still, come on. I know the thoughts that you have. It's so... Why, dude? Why?
Basically.
Alright, we just need to continue, okay?
Sargon created. And then
But listen, the next time you post something free for all, you tag Stardust, fucking say something, okay? Jesus! Obey the rules!
Rebranded again and became...
Oh, what is it? Or I'm going to say something. Say what? Say anything you want. Literally. There is nothing you could possibly say that would give me even a moment's pause or hesitation or change in my actions other than you presenting new opportunities for me to benefit from your horrifically crippling autism.
Like more like alt-right adjacent or alt-right, and then he rebranded again recently.
Yeah, but Breitbart,
now he's a Christian conservative, Christian nationalist.
Sure, he was working for Breitbart during the Gamergate time, though, right? And Breitbart News is pretty known for being very like far right. Right?
Yeah, I mean definitely today they are. Maybe they were back then too, but they were actually one of the only publications that would even cover the Gamergate stuff.
All of my DMs are totally clean. I could literally have my entire DM chat with I think anyone in streaming completely leaked. Obviously not anyone in my personal life, obviously. You know, if you get personal life shit, like, that's a whole different thing. But any DMs of streamers, any stuff on Discord is all totally, you know. There's absolutely nothing that could possibly fuck me.
None of the other ones would even talk to people. I think everybody involved recognized, not everybody, but like the vast majority of people involved basically recognized that allowing Milo to be so close.
Listen, guys, Kuihman's in college! If Kuihman launches a career off of roasting me, that's fine, okay? I want him to be able to pay for college. Alright, I mean, it's mean. I admit it. Okay, I got my feelings hurt, okay? Alright, it's fine. Okay, it's nagging. But listen, alright? What? Sorry, I just realized that. Okay, yes, I know you got competition, okay? What I'm saying, alright, is that, like, my dad paid for my college tuition, alright? So, in a way, I'm kind of like Kuihman's dad, okay? So, it is what it is, alright?
What a strange thing for a person of gender to be saying. What a strange comment to be making. You will never have children. That's for sure.
Sometimes life just works out that way, okay? I'm just paying for Kuihman's college.
Probably a mistake. And,
yeah.
Yeah, he basically, after the pedophile comments especially, and when he started to go more right-wing, he lost. He fell off really hard.
Yeah. I guess there were other like pretty prominent figures, but I don't find them problematic as much, you know, as others. I guess
I'm totally not putting on this belt for the sake of listen. Unrelated, okay? This is not related to anything.
Forward, I guess.
But what is this freak doing? Looks like fidgeting. Fucking what is going on with the belt?
Project, I want to just tell people stories. Tell the story. First, I considered an encyclopedia, but that seemed like I'd take 10 years to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to spend like a year on this project.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
200,000
I
IDR.
wanted to do interviews, tell people stories, and that kind of evolved over time. I saw opportunities to interview people. and I also extra people, and then I also had people reaching out to me, and they wanted to be a part of the project and tell their story. And I feel like I got a pretty good, diverse cross sample of people involved in the various camps of Gamergate, as well as several of the anti-Gamergaters who have different perspectives on it. Like Ninetales' perspective is very different from Bash Fluff's and very different from Hannah Zamora's. And
Jonas super chatted $12.77, busting the tip goal. We did it, Reddit.
So I think what's going on here basically is I am imagining, this is my guess, I think there is some frantic DMing of Sleepy right now.
they all have different reasons that they dislike Gamergate.
Either that or that it's in that little game mod group chat that's always referenced on our little streams.
Was like a reliable narrator though, right? Because she's like pretty like crazy, but
well,
yeah.
I interviewed her. It was a polite conversation, I guess. I disagree with her on this stuff, but I'm glad she agreed to participate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think it just I don't know. I guess given what Gamergate was about, I think when you like have critiques of the way that people write things, I think you should probably like do some like introspection on whether you're living up to those critiques, right? So like.
Well, do you think I haven't?
It's a question that chat has, right? So like if there's a conflict of interest in like reporting on something a certain way because you're friends with people or you have pre-existing relationships with people, I guess like
Jesus Christ, this is excruciating, doesn't it?
Disclose that essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
And I actually ran into that. I tried to be very careful in how I approach this project. There's actually somebody who I interviewed. I wouldn't say they were like friends, but we've talked before. And she's part of the project. She wrote an article about this project that's not been published yet. And obviously, I DM'd her. I'm like, hey, we should probably. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's that.
Do you think that?
And I also.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. No.
I also talked about it very open about the mistakes I made during Gamergate in my initial Reddit post on Kotaku Connection, where I told people that I was going to do this, and GG discussion, where I also told people I was going to do this. I was very upfront about the mistakes that I made during Gamergate, and I also had disclosed that I donated money to Liana Kersner when I interviewed her, and I donated money to Kukuruyo when I interviewed him.
Okay,
and I'm also interviewing somebody who was at the Gamergate meetups in St. Louis. That's an offline interview though, and I'll probably disclose too that obviously I know this person from the meetups.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like from what I can see on like in this whole drama.
Please, come on now.
So what do you say? So my donors are paying for his college. Give me my money back. Stop. Okay, you guys are being too mean to him. Okay, we gotta be nicer. Stop.
What is this delusion? Like, wait, am I donors paying for his college? Give me my money back. Like, and this is too mean. What is? It's because it's not. This is not a genuine expression of stop being mean, guys. Is it? This is like. It's almost like a form of concern trolling, where you're trying to gas yourself and your audience up into thinking you're like owning someone. Do you get what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Where it's trying to present this presentation of, you're roasting, you're owning. Stop being so mean, guys. Stop being so mean, because you're owning this guy. Because you're fucking owning. You're laying sick rhetorical dunks right now. But no, you just, it's like mild ribbing in a chat. I understand Foodshops. This may, for you, seeing a couple of messages that are vaguely mocking may cause like some form of meltdown. Some serious mental distress. But for the well-adjusted, less autistic, less close to doing something terrible individual, they can usually just move past this. I'm sure I'll get over it.
Stop. Okay, stop. Alright. Just the focus is supposed to be on Tachyon. Stop! We fucking derailed too much.
I've read it. It seems like that it was a very messy movement, and that there were
as you say, it's rancid. Nasty and rancid.
But that doesn't like it's reasonable to.
This is nasty and rancid. I'd just like to say
it's reasonable to have questions
absolutely
about that, right?
Absolutely rancid. Now let's get to the
Alright, that's realism, right? That's how you really determine whether like a game is good or not, okay? Alright, no, like it's not like you have a whole legion of people who actually relies on like fucking game journalism, okay? I don't know why everyone's so fixated on this, so stupid.
Nobody cares about Gamergate. Let's move past this.
The polling of like political viewpoints of people, I guess.
Yeah, the Brad Glasgow research.
Yeah.
Okay. Questions for Keppel's X.
Okay, we want to get past the Keppel's X stuff.
It's pretty fucking obvious because it's a troll question. Alright? Why start
issue corrections on issues.
Okay.
So maybe it's gotten a little bit better. But I don't. Again, it could just be that they're really good at hiding that too. Like that's the thing about corruption, right? That's why you base.
Dude, Star is so retarded and slow. I can't believe she has anyone watching. Well, she doesn't really have many people watching.
Measure because it's something that's deliberately hidden by nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean a lot of like even.
And you guys will be the ones to create the questions. That is the actually I'll place it right here. I'll place it right here. You're milking Animal for content. Well, for one interview, technically, every single time I interact with anybody, it's milking them for content. Okay, by default. Okay. All right. Moo! Last time I was here, we were milking Ninetales for content. Yup. Listen, we gotta milk Ninetales for content, Kuihman for content, N4 for content, M60 for content.
Well, how can you possibly think you're milking me for content? You are literally begging. Oh, sorry. For a voice moment, begging for me to come on your stream. Literally begging. Like 5 minutes ago on the stream, or 20 minutes ago probably was. Literally going, Kuihman, join VC, join VC, join VC, Kuihman, join VC. You're milking me for content. You're literally, you want nothing more for me to grace your stream with my presence. You've not been given a chance to milk, okay?
You know, the FFT panels for content, Keffels for content. We gotta milk, tomfooleries, Collins for content. We gotta milk Stardust for content as well. You know, we gotta milk everything for content. Okay, all right. Everything becomes content. Okay, that's also true. Everything becomes content. Guys, if you're here and you're not subbed, why the fuck aren't you subbed? Okay, hit the sub lubba dubba dubba ding dong button. Okay, all right. You know you're still here, which means at fucking 1/1/2024. Okay, you're still here, which means you enjoy my content, which means you should fucking sub. Right? That's the real thing. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, that's the fucking Skyrim theme. I can't even string a sentence. I feel you. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, everything will be fine. Wow. Hi, cock noises only. You're right. You know, whenever somebody laughs,
Yeah, it's like how long of stimming straight there? Like 30 seconds straight of stimming.
too much, I would just say that they're just choking on ghost cock. That's the real thing to say. All right, is that they're fucking choking on ghost cock. All right. Somebody goes.
That's fucking horrible. That's fucking horrible. Holy fuck. Nice pause. It's okay. It's a photo of a cryptid, okay? That's the rake. That's a skinwalker, okay? Can you hear the noise it's making? It's hard to capture on camera. This is the best footage we have. This is straight from the SCP entry.
Fucking choking on ghost cock. That's what they're doing. Oh, man. Dude. I turned 25 this year. 25. Damn. That's just crazy. -5 years, do better funny. Wait, have you maybe thought that maybe it's also because people go to sleep as well? But also because I don't really care at this point either. At some point in the stream, I think my lowest viewer count was what's my lowest viewer count? 8. Yes, 8. Like and it's not just at the beginning either. It was at like something whatever, all right? The reason people are on is because they have nobody else to watch right now. That's why people are on, okay? There's nobody else to watch right now. That's the real reason. Like, who else is on? Wait, hold on. Actually, Zonia's on right now. What is Zonia watching?
Leftovers, which is no longer. Leftovers was cancelled. Hassan's community was so vicious, it drove Ethan to the point of tears, and Frogan was the instigator for that.
Oh, she's just
Ethan
catching up.
gave me his platform
Nice.
during all of the Kiwi farm stuff, and I always respected him for that.
Can you explain the gay bomb that
He
Smith
deserved a lot
mentioned?
better.
Oh yeah, Smith just basically means that just fucking take the guy, you know? You get hit with the gay die. Say Ian Miles Chong because he was a diehard anti-GG person at the time. I was in Zoe Quinn's he confirmed blogs at the time. Ian Miles Chong, Tachyon. Ian Miles Chong, is this guy credible? Is Ian Miles Chong credible, Tachyon, really? Really? Ian Miles Chong, Tachyon.
Really? Ian Miles Chong? Really? Is he credible?
I am now an avid. I thought you were into all the political
Really?
stuff. You know, like I do less political. Yeah, like is it? So for the current Destiny, the J6 is born as okay. Dude, okay. Here's the thing. I get your J6. I will. All right. I challenge somebody to a debate about conservatism. All right. I challenge somebody, and I'll say this verbatim. Okay. I will literally. No, she's a mukbang YouTuber, and her husband got caught texting women and saying, "Are we doing local content? Is that what we're doing now?" Sprinkle with Sparkle that Foodshops season, and I'm sure you'll eat Queen.
Okay,
I'm just
here we
catching
go.
DG your crowd. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay, this is actually how you do it. Tell couples that. Tell couples that. Jesus Christ.
Slow it down here. We gotta pad this out a little bit. We need to try and make it 6 EST for this announcement.
Oh
really.
my
I said
God,
that
dude.
was something to be. So
I feel like relationships in this space is so fucking muddied all the fucking time. I don't know. It's just like so muddied all the fucking time. I don't know. Have you experienced the majesty of Cyrax? No, I have not experienced the majesty of Cyrax though.
Foodshops and Cyrax have a lot in common, I feel.
It just sounds like
Both
every
evoke
Saudi
the same sort of like, visceral response like in your chest, like when you see them doing the stimming, see them scratching their face, see the roaches flying around the apartment, you're like, oh, Jesus.
American. I rate you in Prince. Lots of money paying IG models. True. Dude, Okay, can I say something? Can I say something? Is that okay. If we want to talk about locales, okay, can I just talk about one particular locale? Okay, hold on.
One particular locale? I need
that...
stuff.
Hold on. Do you guys know who Queen Bee is?
No one knows who Queen Bee is, because Queen Bee is a chatter that is in just like my chat, and I guess occasionally your chat, and Chud's chat probably. I imagine a few other chats, but no, nobody knows who this is. It's a chatter. It's not a locale, dude. Like, that's not a locale.
So Queen Bee is a regular in Kuihman's chat. Okay, so Queen Bee is a regular.
We did already watch this once. We'll just watch it through again because I want to get to the bit afterwards, and we're just filling for time a little bit.
In Kuihman's chat, all right. And in the middle of the casual Stardust panel, all right, I was like, we were talking about Keffels, right? We were talking about Keffels, and then we stopped talking about Keffels, right? And then Queen Bee had an issue because Queen Bee had an issue because you know, because we stopped talking about Keffels, all right? Because, you know, drama's fun, right? Whatever. And then I was like, because here's the thing, because I see Queen Bee fucking smack talking me.
So here's the thing, right? That panel did turn to, and we're gonna watch some of this panel that's being mentioned here. Where this will be the next thing we watch. That panel did turn to total shit when Econo Boy joined, because they just started talking about, like, you know, their personal lives, and Econo Boy's like, hey guys, so how's your streaming journeys going? He actually said that, and he said, how's your content creation journeys going? It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, goofy ass. You wet motherfucker. Come on now. Come on now. Just give me some head if you want to be gay. You know what I'm saying? I just give me some head. You're gonna be that gay and no head? Come on, Econo Boy. Come on, bro.
In fucking Kuihman's chat, right? And then I see Queen Bee not smack talking me in my chat, right? So here's the thing, all right? If you're not gonna be smack talking me all that much in my chat, all right, and whatever, and then you're demanding that I talk about drama, then why not donate? So I say, like, hey, donate, bro. Donate. All right? See, here's the thing with these, like, fucking chuds, all right? The problem with these...
Yeah, like, spurging out, begging for donations from Queen Bee. Obviously, this spurging out did get me a $20 donation, so thank you very much. Thank you very much for that.
These chuds is that they're way too afraid to actually square up in voice chat, all right? They're too afraid to square up in voice chat. They're too scared to actually come into the weight room lobby, okay? All they do is that they just hide behind, like, their own little chat room. Like, the moment I call them out, not even by talking, but the moment I call them out in YouTube chat, Queen Bee, stop talking! Queen Bee, stop talking! The moment I call them out in fucking text!
So, okay, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for now, okay?
Motherfuckers are.
Also, thank you for the $10, Queen Bee. Thank you very much. Thank you.
They're such scary cats. They only know how to instigate very, very silently and quietly. They're very scared people. And really, that's like the true nature, right? Yeah. Have you seen their arms? They're the typically weak kids
Queen
that have
Bee
never
super
lifted weight.
chatted $10. Agent Queen Bee at your service.
Thank you, Queen Bee. Thank you. Well, how is Silver King in the chat saying, have you seen the arms? Are the average, typical weekly kids that have never lifted weight or taken a boxing class? I mean, yeah, that's obviously just true, first of all. But also, dog, you're in like a computer science student, transgender, neat chat room. Are you not? Are you not? Where are we? Where are we that you're saying this? Say this on bodybuilding forums. Say this in Zerka's chat. This is not the place to be saying this. This is not here. This is not the own.
Take a boxing class. All I'm gonna say is that every single time I've seen one of these drama kids like actually go head to head with like one of these Twitch poll people, like in the actual voice chat, they never fucking square up. All right, I'm just saying. All right. Have you guys ever seen like fucking Bug Squander like actually in like a fucking voice chat with me? All right, is Stardust still in chat? Stardust.
So she like says this, but then goes on to play the time where Bug Squander joined a call with her. And she ends up kicking Bug. She kicks Bug because he was being too mean.
Where are you? We're gonna turn Bug Squander into a locale.
So I don't know if there's any more here, really, that I want to watch, because it was basically just... I couldn't remember if there was another mention of it, but it's that moment there, I think, where she says, people don't want to show up, people don't want to come into voice chat. Whenever I call people out, they never come into voice chat, they never square up, they never have a debate, they never come on the panel. So, on that note, I've got 2 announcements to make here. Okay, guys, 2 big announcements. All right. So the first one is Foodshops. I will come on your panel if, and only if, Stardust is also on the panel. Okay? Only if Stardust also goes on the panel. So if you can arrange that, Foodshops, if you can get me on a panel with Stardust, then we'll do that. Because, you know, talking big game, you guys over there seem to like to talk shit and be like, you guys won't debate, you guys won't show up on a panel, all this shit. Your fucking freak, loser, dipshit, dumb fuck friend, Stardust, will never talk to me. Will never talk to me. Because I fucking made her look so fucking dumb and terrible, like the awful cunt she is last time we spoke. And I've made so many posts about just the horrific shit she does. Like, calling people revenge pornographers for posting images that she herself posted. That's what got her last time. That's what got her to really blacklist me. I think that's the one that really got her. Was when she said she went with Carissa Avalon's definition of revenge porn, saying Kingston was a revenge pornographer. When she showed the images on her stream, she showed it. She showed all the stuff linking. What is it? You know, all the photos from a porn account or whatever it was that Kingston posted. She showed all that stuff, and then has the gall to call other people revenge pornographers for it, or to agree with Carissa Avalon's definition of revenge porn. No, but that makes you a revenge pornographer, you fucking moron. So that was the thing that really got me. Blocked by Stardust. I'll take things that have a 0.01% chance of happening for 200, Alex. You're right, it does have almost 0 chance of happening. You're entirely correct. Stardust is going to decline, because she is a total pussy. She's not going to talk to me. There is absolute 0 chance, because she's a fucking retard. She knows she's got nothing. She knows she looks terrible. She can play all this fucking cope about, oh, I just don't think it's worth giving him attention. Stardust, I'm the one giving you attention, you stupid bitch. Listen, is this going to be your career or not? You should be looking for more opportunities at this point, Stardust. It's me giving you attention. It's me giving you attention. You're the one who stands to benefit at this point, okay? There's no more bullshit about, I don't want to give him attention. There's no bullshit about, oh, well, I may go talk to people that are respectful to me, or I don't want to talk to people that are so mean to me, or whatever the fuck. Bitch, you go on with Ethan Ralph. That guy sat there and was like, how many men have seen your blown out pussy on the internet, Stardust? How many men have seen your pussy? You go on with him. So none of that bullshit. All the groypers you went on many times. Nick Fuentes saying he wants you to tie him up and take him to the Temple of Doom and rape him. Listen. Look, listen. Stardust, okay? It's fucking bullshit. There's absolutely no excuse. You're just a pussy. You're a fucking retard. And you know, it's just, I'm the one person who can say some shit to you. Say some shit to you that is actually a criticism of your character. Because none of these people, all like Tom and people like that, all coddle the fuck out of her. They don't make actual criticism of her character. Her character's fucking terrible. She's a shit person and she's a fucking idiot. She's terrible at the things she's trying to do for a job. And those are things that need to be said to her. That's just facts. That's just straight facts. I'm sorry. But none of them will say that to her, even though those are just objectively true statements. None of them will say that. So I'm the one person who will say those things to her, while also not screaming, you know, that she's a sand whatever. So she can go to the gropers, because then she can sit there and play victim and be like, oh, I'm being racially abused, sit there with her fucking face like a slapped arse being fucking having rings ran around her by, who was it? What's that guy's name? Kai. Over and over again, week in, week out. So there is absolutely no excuse here. There's absolutely no excuse. You're just a pussy. You're just a fucking pussy. You won't do it. You won't do it. You won't help your friend Foodshops out. Help her get a bigger content creator onto her panel. You won't help her out with that, clearly. You won't even do the right thing for your career. And try and make some actual fucking content for once. Hashtag free Beckett. Hashtag save Beckett. The guy who drinks breast milk, Kai? Yeah. Yeah, that guy. That is the guy. So obviously that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And on the note of things that will never happen. On the note of things that will never happen. There's a big end-of-year recap stream coming up for Spicy Chat and Chud's community. This is the second announcement. I should make that clear. Big end-of-year recap stream coming up. It's going to be... Bugs, want to correct me if I'm wrong. 5th? I want to say the 5th. What day is that? That's a Friday, or is it the 4th? It's either... one of the two. This is an interesting experiment. Which does she care about more? Keeping her job or keeping her ego intact? Yeah, exactly. I've heard about like Jigsaw, you know. Stardust. Just cut off your arm to escape being raped by Mr. God. Thursday the 4th. Thursday the 4th. And you want to play a game, Star? Which do you care more about? Your job and friends or your ego? You submit yourself for ritualistic humiliation live on stream. If you wish to keep your friends and career. Yeah, Thursday the 4th. We're doing a big recap stream. And on that note, when it comes to the recap stream, okay, we're trying to put together a panel, okay, guys. We're trying to put together a panel for the recap stream. We want some people to come along, so I'll just read out. We got so here's the list, all right. So it's called the spicy. Show me where Spicy Chat touched you panel. The list of guests we've got invites out for, so this is public. Just letting everyone know, this is out there publicly. All these people, you are invited, okay. Wick, you're invited. Tom, you're invited. Stardust, you're invited. Beckett, you're invited. Foodshops, you can come. For this one. Kidology, you're invited. Is that a good idea to put on there? Elder Trazi, you're invited. I won't say your other name. William C. Channel. C. Hannell. William A.H. Channel. You're invited. Okay? You're welcome back. You're back into the fold. If you want to come to the Show Me Where Spicy Chat touched you panel, Thursday the 4th. Those are the people who are invited. I've got a panel invite message to read out here, so I'll just give this. It's coincide with the Chud Logic / Spicy Chat 2023 end of year review / award stream, the Spice Pit Live crew would like to formally invite you to participate in a panel dedicated to thrashing out and putting to bed previous differences and dramas members of Spicy Chat were believed to be involved in. For the purpose of transparency, due to the variety of malignment that Spicy Chat has received this year, and to maintain a balanced and fair environment, we feel it would be appropriate that to host this panel should all people only host this panel should all people invited agree to participate. We look forward to speaking to you. Thank you. So, no one's confirmed yet. That list has been sent to everyone who should have read it. You've sent this out, yeah? You've sent this out. So you're all welcome to come. I'm hoping you do. Please RSVP. Let us know. Let us know if you want to be there. Oh, it's going out after the stream. Okay. Listen, I don't think we should put a contingent on Kidology. If all the others agree to do it, then I think we should still host it then. Because, I mean, that'd be fucking brilliant content. We can't let that go to waste. Saying please RSVP is redundant. Kill you. Yeah, most or nothing. We can talk about it. Yeah, it's negotiable. It's negotiable, okay? There's a critical mass at some point, an undefined critical mass where we will put this panel together, okay? But if it's just going to be... We're not just bringing on food shops and... Well, to talk about Spicy Chat for 20 minutes. That's not happening. That's not happening in a million fucking years. I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry, Drazi. We don't actually care. Yeah, exactly right. It's about Stardust, Beckett, Tom, Wick. Those are the ones we really want here. Those are the ones we really want. Wick and Stardust. Wick and Stardust alone would be enough. Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah. Listen, so that's negotiable. That's totally negotiable. We just need a few of you. A few of the good ones. So those are the announcements. Okay, we did hit them a little early. It is almost 6 now. So hopefully, I don't hold out almost any hope, but hopefully, if there is a God, one of those two pieces of content will come together. Either this panel with Stardust, or I finally get to speak to Stardust again, or the Spicy Chat World Station panel. Now, what are we going to do? So, Stardust, our good friend, as we just mentioned, in the interest of, showing some good faith, showing that I can have a civil conversation, showing that I'm all about good faith discourse, good faith productive discourse, doing directional policy. That's what I'm all about, guys. To show that, let's have a very nice and fair review of Stardust's panel that she did last night. She did a little panel about the Keffels rape stuff, kind of took the wind out of food shop sales. Bit of a shitty move as a friend to beat your little autistic pet monkey to the punch on the drama panel. Gotta say. But regardless, let's take a look. And we'll be nice. We're really nice guys, okay? I'm gonna be so nice. You know me when I watch Stardust content. I'm all about being fair and nice. That's what I do. So we're gonna have more of that now. All right.
Telling other people, feel free to join. Oh, Food Shops is here. Hi, Food Shops.
Hello.
Hi, Food Shops.
Hello. Hey. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. What do you think about the Keffels Xanderhall drama?
Wait, you're having the right now.
Wait, no, I'm not trying to. I'm sorry.
This was me.
I'm sorry. Leader brought it up. Leader brought it up. It wasn't
Okay.
me. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I think I guess I sort of want to ask your opinion first, but yeah, I sort of I wonder what your opinion is first, though. Yeah.
My opinion is that I think they're both hypocrites, and I think the only thing is that Keffels is smarter than Xanderhall, so she ends up looking much better than he does. So.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've been trying to keep up with as many circles as I could. Like I've been in like darker circles and lighter circles as well. And for example,
yeah, why do these retards even use streamer mode? What's going on? Also, yeah, we're gonna speed through this, I think, because holy fuck, this is already like your last two brain cells fighting. $80 IQ versus 90 IQ. Jesus, which one's which though? That's the real question. Yeah, let's speed through this. Let's get to the real meat here, which is really when Tom joins, I'd say.
I have been in Chud circles, and I have also been in like a Brianna's kind of circles as well. And so then I pretty much know like as many perspectives as I can on it, I guess. And from what I know and see is that yeah, I mean, there's just so many contradictions, and there's so many contradictions to the point where I am comfortable enough to say that I don't know that much about Xanderhall, but for Keffels at the very least, it just feels like there's just too many contradictions to the point where it might just be intentional. You know what I mean? Like, it just might be intentional. I don't know. You know? Yeah.
I feel as if both Xanderhall and Keffels are sort of using this drama to sort of relitigate previous dramas sort of in their life and to sort of virtue signal how like they, you know, to sort of try and change the narrative of what happened. Like for example, in the latest video, I think Xanderhall sort of went over his sort of debacle with Shu and how, you know, he claimed Shu was essentially that Shu was going after the gay community via with her whole like Balenciaga drama, but in sort of like she wasn't going after. I guess like to be more precise, he was saying that Shu's
okay. No, we're just gonna skip to where Tom joins. It's fucking Stardust hitting the pendulum there. Jesus. So let's just skip where Tom joins. That's where this really gets good. Obviously, Tom is at least coherent when he talks, which makes him like a good 10 times better of a content creator than Stardust or Foodshops for that matter, actually. So this does improve significantly once Tom is there and there's actually a conversation going on.
What she did and what she said totally lines up. So if that lines up right here, what that means is that, oh my god, at the time when you were going to Ireland, you were not in fact like doing it to escape them. You were doing it in fact to bait them. And from any other rational person who is looking at the entire story and not just like one piece of scenery or one piece of a scene and interpreting that all by itself, when you're looking at the entire thing, it's very clear that Keffels is simply baiting Kiwi Farms, grabbing the bag, getting the relevance, and then making away with it. And now, all this time later, when she has mended her bridge of destiny, that now she is trying to fit into the new meta, fitting into the new narrative, squeezing into our space.
One thing up?
It's very sus. I don't know. It's
yeah.
Very strange.
One thing to bring up, like I want to bring up is that you mentioned that she said that, hi Tom, let me
okay, there we go. Here we go.
Turn my camera on actually. So one thing that you mentioned was that she first she sorry. let me gain my words here. So first you said basically, let me just recap. You said that first she said she left and went to Ireland.
Speed it back up, please. Look, I've got to make my content last a bit longer. I can't keep 2xing through everything because I'm done by like 3 hours in.
Because she was trying to escape the harassment from Kiwi Farms. Then she said she did it to bait them, and now she is saying it. She's saying that she did it to escape an abuser. So yeah. So yeah, that is a very true, very real, you know, thing to bring up. Yeah.
Wait, so did she say anything other than Careful said she did it to escape an abuser? Did she say anything other? I like doing this for Stardust and trying to just actually figure out what the fuck bitch was trying to say. Okay.
First she sorry. let me gain my words here. So first you said basically, let me just recap. You said that first she said she left and went to Ireland because she was trying to escape the harassment from Kiwi Farms. Then she said she did it to bait them, and now she is saying it. She's saying that she did it to escape an abuser. So yeah.
It took so long for her to get through the idea that a reason for going to Ireland has changed. That was the only thing she was trying to get out there, and it took so long. It took so fucking long.
That is a very true, very real, thing to bring up. Yeah. So
a very true, very real thing to bring up.
I do want to sort of mention, like, at the time,
how much superfluous, like, how many superfluous words were there in that statement? She said like nothing, like that entire statement. It was just, oh yeah, that's true. So that's true. That's what she said. That's the meaning of that statement. So that's true. No, it's so yeah, that's a very real very true thing to bring up. It's like that video where the kid's like, "Do you ever have a dream that you wish you could do anything?" That's how she talks, but like all the time. And she's not like an autistic child. She's a fully grown woman who has a job that requires her to speak and present things to audiences. Yeah, now if Stardust had just started streaming a month ago, I wouldn't be so critical, but Jesus Christ, how long has she been public speaking for? Exactly. This is why it kind of, it feels like cope, so I don't like to say it. But when Stardust is like sitting there going like da about my content, mocking stuff that I say about her content in chat, it's like, first of all, kind of falls flat because there is no comparison. Second of all, bitch, you've been doing this for like 5 years. You've been doing this for like 5 years. How have you gotten worse at it? I'm trying to improve every day. You've gotten worse. You've gotten consistently worse. You've declined, both in metrics and in just quality. Done this 5 years? I don't know. She's been doing it since like 2020 or 2021, I think. She's more mature than you, to be honest. I would fucking hope so. She's about 10 years older than me, you silly.
Is that I think Keffels was the poster child for.
So I've never abused my partner on a live stream, so there is that.
Anti sort of like this anti sort of Kiwi Farms movement. She's getting a lot of relevance and a lot of popularity. That like she's just this innocent person who is like essentially being targeted unfairly.
Get around to it, Corridors, buddy.
There's nothing untoward going on, and she's like, well, and that was the narrative sort of gone forth. For her to be intentionally baiting people and soliciting their money is.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Get ready. Is that now?
But also, the abuse doesn't actually seem real. Like, while
thought you meant food shops. Even food shops is like has like a delay, has like an actual mental delay, has like a developmental disorder.
Oh shit! You're taking that's Jesus Christ.
There's no way a second-generation immigrant should talk that bad English. There's absolutely no reason, zero reason that should be happening.
Tom, that is a
100%. Oh, 100%. I'm taking that stance. Wait, you guys are the first people I've heard that aren't taking that stance.
Okay, my stance. Wait. My stance, Tom.
I want to hear what Tom says.
No,
sorry. No, go ahead.
Please.
I want to hear.
Okay, my stance is that I do not have enough information one way or the other for either of these parties to like really determine, right? Like who's abusive, who isn't abusive, etc., etc. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Stardust says she doesn't have enough information. Now, Stardust watched the stream, right? So she must have some information because there were all those DM leaks that backed up what Keffels was saying, right? So Tom's come in. He's saying he doubts the abuse story.
Go ahead, say what you want to say, Tom.
Yeah.
All right. So, look, when you go through her video about the supposed abuse, she doesn't actually explain anything abusive at any point. She explains a bunch of things that could be abusive with more context to it, like when she talks about, hey, this person just came in and started having sex with me and didn't ask for my consent, and I was just too exhausted to say no. Well, I think when you're in a relationship with somebody, that's a fairly normal thing to do. Like, you don't normally ask for consent the 100th time you've had sex with somebody. Normally, you do just kind of start having sex. If you're laying there naked and then they come start having sex with you, it's kind of on you.
We got to get through this.
To stop it and say
really only one bit we're here for. Okay, there's like one bit we're here for.
There were times where she had to dig her nails into the other person and say, like, to stop them from trying to have sex with them. I asked that other person if that was true. They said no, it literally is in the DMs that it was from wrestling. We would wrestle and fight each other for fun.
Wait, what are you whatting about? I mean, it's true. You don't ask for consent every time in a relationship, do you? Usually it's implied the person's going to just say if they've got an issue, because it just doesn't. No, you don't ask for consent every time in a relationship. That's absolutely retarded. No, you don't. That does not happen in any real relationship, except some weird trans polycule where everyone's in chastity cages. Yeah, exactly. That's what Tom's saying. You don't ask for consent every time. Sometimes you just make a move. And if they're not, you know, if it seems like they're responding, then you keep going. If it doesn't seem like responding, then you wouldn't. Right? And that's all Tom's saying. Tom's not saying you just go and stick it in. I don't think anyone's saying you just pull up. You just pull up and you just fucking go for it. Consent is a stupid word attached to sex. It means nothing. Maybe. It's having a Mr. Girl moment. Very based.
And it's literally in the apps. We were wrestling each other if you read them. And she's like, there was never any point where she discussed with me that I was being too aggressive or told me that I needed to stop or like.
Oh my God.
She said that she's currently working on a lawsuit because of like defamation from all the stuff that that Keffel said. So there was like 20 to 30 different things that Keffel's brought up, and not one of them actually had any context to it that would make any of the things she was talking about abusive.
Wait, you know what, Tom? You did your fucking research. Props to you. Sorry, go ahead, Foodshops.
Yeah, so I have a question towards Tom.
So
do you think that
this is what we're here for, really. Tom said if you just go through the DMs, this is what you see. Okay, if you just go through the video, this is what you'll see. The video that Stardust watched. She says, you did your research. Wow, you did your research. You mean he actually consumed the content that you consumed, that you just sort of vacantly sat there and said nothing about? You know, I actually went through her coverage again. It's a little bit of preparation. Yeah, it's about... I'll have to quickly check the time on it again. How long did this coverage last? I think it's about 2 hours. Let's say about 2 hours, right? You know, she said in 2 hours, I estimated, I was sort of like half counting. I estimated about 250 words in 2 hours from Stardust. And most of them were her reading out chat messages and just saying, true. So in terms of original words, I'm going to guess maybe more like 200, 150. Things she actually said, things she actually thought of and said. We can't really check the transcript because it will have all Keffels speaking. Where was it? Which one was it again? Oh, it doesn't really matter much anyway, but...
Sorry.
I don't know. It's not that one, anyway. You get my point. Hours, and she had like 250 words spoken. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely fucking insane. She pays no attention, and then she's like, wow, you did the research, man. You did the research. No, dude. It's the most base level of just like engaging with the content you're looking at. And the thing is, doesn't Stardust like take sexual assault stuff and all this kind of like seriously? Why the fuck is she treating it with such like complete irreverence and like above it allness and not giving a fuck, to where she would like sit there and say, what if there was like the smoking gun that Keffels had been raped in those messages? What if there was a smoking gun there? And then Stars goes on stream and says, oh, we don't have enough information to say what one way or the other. What if that was the case? What has Stardust just done there? She's basically just denied a rape that we know happened. If that were the case. But she wouldn't know. She wouldn't know that's the case because she hasn't looked at the fucking messages. She's just totally asleep at the wheel. Every stream. I haven't been able to watch Star stream in a long time. Yeah, I thought you were cool with Stardust, Ginger. But I've seen your shit talker a couple of times recently, I feel. I think when you were in her chat when the Beckett stuff was going off, I feel like someone pointed it out. You had a big fight. Oh, okay. Just got to hear what was the announcement. Oh, yeah, people are going to keep asking, so I'll just reiterate it for a little bit. So the announcement was basically Foodshops wanted me on this panel, and I said I will go on the panel as long as she can get Stardust to go on with me. So obviously I want my conversation with Stardust again. And we also announced the Spicy Chat, Show Me Where Spicy Chat Touched You panel, and invited a bunch of streamers to show up on the 4th. Jesus, the chat there's a gender war popping up right now. What the fuck? It's over. Cube's dead. It's over for you, bro. The women are talking. Okay. Possible substance abuse with Stardust. She's in a coma all the time. Then she has explosions of anger, like Beckett. Well, the vape's a weed vape, so she is hitting the pendulum hard a lot of the time in streams. I believe she was on opiates or something at some point. Was it like Clonopin? So, you know. All right. Have we got anything else to do with this we want to cover? Do we want to watch a little bit more of this? Should we just watch until the Econoboy thing? Let's just watch this until Econoboy comes on.
Like I guess like the worst interpretation of this is that okay, like the rape did in fact happen. That even if she tried to resist, then like she kept on going, right? Then in your definition that would be rape, right?
She tried to resist. Yeah, there's like obviously signs that she's not okay with.
But if she just let it happen without resisting, then like obviously like that doesn't have to be rape, right?
Correct. Like this goes back to kind of the.
Oh yeah, guys, this is a great time to remind you with 142 people here right now. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, donate, buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat if you can. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This goes back to the what was it, the stealthing discourse, where the girl is literally saying like, oh, I just didn't say no and just let them do it, and so now I've been raped. It's like, well, if you saw them doing all this shit and just let them do it anyways, that's not how that works. Like you are kind of consenting by allowing things to happen, seeing them happen and allowing them to happen. This is how most consent works. We're very rarely asking for some verbalized consent in reality.
Yeah. So
I mean, like, isn't the idea of stealthing that you can't you don't see them doing it, and therefore you can't consent to it in the first place?
Okay, that's a bit of a weird. I mean, he is trying to describe non-verbal consent, but it's a weird way of phrasing it. I'll be honest.
Wasn't that the whole like idea? Wasn't that part of that particular discourse?
That was a key part of whether. That was a key part about like the stealthing thing, yeah. Like whether if you watch somebody take the condom off, you didn't say anything, you should say something, right? You should take them out even, maybe, right? But yeah, a lot of the time it turned out that girl, and this happens a lot with a lot of people, where the dude will take the condom off like mid-sex, and then keep going.
I just want to say something extra. Is that like especially in a relationship, and
doesn't that sound like you're saying if you don't get a no, it's not rape? That's isn't that kind of what he's just said? But I wouldn't quite phrase it like that. I'd say you've got a responsibility to advocate for yourself to avoid these things happening, but I wouldn't say that not saying no is yes. But that's what Tom just said, was that if you don't say no, you're basically saying yes. But that's a bit much. That's a little bit far, Tom. Wouldn't take it that far, but okay, man. You do you. Whatever gets you in there.
Nerds will never know this, okay? And that's understandable, right? And I'm also turning on nerd.
Don't hate the game is game. Game is game.
And you have like a pre-established norm to already like preemptively consenting to sex, right? Especially when you and your partner are already initializing the sex by like non-verbal consent, by like, oh yeah, your partner isn't really like not really verbally consenting, but you're just like fucking them and then without resisting, and they're lying on the bed naked, and you're like, oh wait, this is just another like for the 50th time that they're like having sex like this, right? That's totally normal, right? Then if that is already normal, then this is like the 51st time that's happening, right? And then Keppel's just suddenly happening to bring up on screen, right? Obviously, from the outside perspective, that sounds really fucking bad, right? But the thing is that if that is already a relationship norm, then that's not fucking rape, because that's already a fucking relationship norm. That's it. Yeah, anyway, that's it. Sorry, I just wanted to rehash a little bit of Tom's point, but in a different way. Sorry, my bad. That's it.
No, good.
That's my own take. Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you actually go through it and listen, there's a lot of things that she says where she's like, yeah, I didn't want this person to come with me, but it doesn't sound like she made that clear. Like
she wasn't sort of, yeah.
So I could totally imagine like my girlfriend is going through a really hard time. She's like, I gotta take off to another continent to get away from all this shit. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take off work. I'm gonna use all my vacation hours. And she's like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't want to jeopardize your job and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, then yeah, I'll just stay here. And then she leaves, and then she's pissed off at me like, I can't believe you didn't come with me. I'm going through a hard time, and you just left me out here stranded while I'm going through, I'm being attacked and all this crap. Like normally in those sorts of moments, if you're still with the person, you assume you need to be there for them. You need to be with them. That would be my assumption, even if they are saying, no, don't do this. Like. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Tom, hold on. I have a question from chat. Somebody from chat is saying like, if Althea have, not Althea, but Keppels have already said to Althea at the time, like, oh yeah, like I said no previously, like that same day. Has she said no previously that same day? Like, do you remember?
Yeah, no, she didn't. She didn't say that.
Okay, I mean,
she said that there were other times. Yeah, she was saying that there were other times that she had said no.
So I want to reiterate like how bad Foodshops English is. Okay, let's just take this. Let's take this back. Let's listen to that sentence again. Okay, because guys, she is not first generation. This is second generation. Okay.
You just left me out here stranded
while Grew up in America.
I'm going person. You
school in America.
You need to, if they are
Yeah, Tom, hold on. I have a question from chat. Somebody from chat is saying like if Althea have it's not Althea, but Keffels have already said to Althea at the time like, oh yeah, like I said no previously, like that same day. Have she said no previously that same day?
If Althea, no, I mean, if Keffels have said no that same day, I mean, have she said no that same day? What is even going on there? What was it? Was she just trying to ask that last question? What's with the if? What was with the if? Why are you making it conditional? What's the It doesn't feel like you're actually setting up any conditions here, but you've put an if there. I'm pretty sure she's English first language. I don't think she actually is really that Chinese. I think that's what I've heard from CP when we've mentioned the horrible English before. Apparently, yeah, apparently it's because being autistic and a shut-in. But I've got no idea. Honestly, I've got no idea. It's so baffling to me. What was this comment? I wanted to read this out. Where was it? Is Stardust allowing Beckett to pee standing up again?
Like, do you remember?
Yeah. No, she didn't. She didn't say that.
She didn't.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
no.
if that's the case,
she
then,
said that there were other
just
times. Yeah, she was saying that there were other times that she had said no in other things, and Althea was trying to convince her to have sex anyways, and Keffels was saying that this was abusive. But that's not abuse in and of itself. Like, again, this needs further context. Like, if you're saying, I said no, I don't want to have sex, and they tried to convince me to have sex anyways, that in and of itself is not abuse. That happens pretty commonly. It's pretty, like, it's a pretty normal thing where one of you's like, well, I do want to have sex. Like, are you sure? Like, can we like work something out here? There's lots of times where I don't want to have sex, but my girlfriend does, and I'm willing to like capitulate because I want her to be happy. I want to make sure she feels loved and feels satisfied, and like I'm willing to like you know, do things sometimes even if I'm not in the mood. And so yeah, there's been tons of times where I've been.
It's not just the speaking ability on face, it's that she clearly isn't thinking much about any of this, or she'll be able to communicate it way more clearly, even with her poor spoken English. Yeah, it does often feel like the reason why these people struggle to communicate what they're trying to say so often is because they're just like talking for the sake of talking, essentially. Like, does Stardust ever have anything to say? Really? Or is she just sort of yapping?
Convinced into doing it, and that's not abuse in and of itself. Now, if it gets to the point where I'm like, no, I said no, it's not happening, I'm not doing this, and they're like, come on, you're like, I just want to get off, stop being such a bitch, like, you know, when they start yelling at me over this, like, there's times where it could get abusive, but she doesn't give that context. She just says, because I said no and they tried convincing me, now it's abuse, and it's just not.
Okay, so the context is not there to indicate like, oh yeah, like well, the thing is, like, isn't it many times before where Keffels have said like something along the lines of like, oh yeah, like she would scream at me for not having sex or something like that. Like, given that kind of context, don't you feel like maybe like, oh yeah, she like
that's a good point.
It's possible, but it depends on what that yelling is. So if they're saying, hey, I don't feel loved, I don't feel like I'm getting like you're having sex with me less and less, I feel like the sexual part of our relationship is kind of dying out, and I feel like we don't have the same chemistry as we had before, and that conversation is getting really heated. Yeah, she is yelling at her about not having sex, but it's like a different.
It's a microcosm of like a bigger problem as well.
It's more about their relationship than it is about the sex in and of itself. There's also a part in the conversation where she says that Althea yelled at her for leaving the door open where her cat could get out. And then Keffel starts crying, saying like, and I can't believe she would yell at me for such a thing. I don't know if she's ever met any other cat owners, but I know every single one of them, if I left their doors open to where their cat could have just run away and they'd never see their cat again, it doesn't matter that the cat didn't get out. What matters.
What is up with this playing a game or having active conversation shit? If you clearly can't have discussion because you're that distracted, you shut off a game. Yeah. Some people, like, even when, like, if I play a game on stream, a lot of the time I'll be doing nothing in the game, just sort of jumping around, getting nothing done. People pointed that out when I was playing WoW. I'd be talking to someone, playing WoW. I'm just like sort of jumping around Teldrassil, doing nothing. It's the same you'll see it on Destiny. If you watch Destiny, like when he's actually playing like Minecraft or something, while talking to someone, he just sort of like jumps around his base again and again, doing nothing for hours. If he's having a conversation, and he'll get nothing, absolutely nothing done. People think he's playing a game because they're not paying attention to the footage, but he's not. He's just sort of like pressing buttons and just getting visual feedback. But yeah, obviously Stardust sitting here playing Stardew Valley. This is not a good idea. You should be giving it 100%. Whatever content you're doing at the time, you need to be giving 100%, because clearly 50% is not enough. Again, I reiterate, not a hobbyist trying to make this her career. It was her career at one point. It was her career at one point.
Is that I was super irresponsible in allowing the door to be open for so long, to where the cat could have disappeared and never come back. That is a normal thing for people to get really upset about and yell at somebody over. And she acted like this was abusive.
So I think cats also like can disappear for like really long periods of time if they get out. I have a friend who had like a cat. His friend managed to get out the
No, I've never spoken to Destiny.
door one time, gone for like a whole month. Nobody knew until he like showed up at their door. It's actually a pretty big deal when you allow like essentially like a pet is almost like it can be viewed in almost way as like, you know, a family child or something like that. You need to take care of them. And
and especially if it's a cat that has no experience like being outside as well, you're going to be worried if it can even fend for itself, if it's going to get attacked by another cat, you know, all of that, right?
Somebody says to bring up the timelines with Tom, the fact she gave a completely incorrect timeline for when Althea left Ireland to be more sympathetic, and also to repaint her disastrous H3 interview as a symptom of dealing with abuse. I don't know what that is, but do you know what that's referring to, Tom?
I'm not even actually understanding the.
Yeah, I'm not really understanding. I'm not really understanding that part either. Have you seen the WAP Goblin? Have you seen the WAP Goblin thing about like the different points in the sexual assault?
I haven't. I didn't read the thread, but apparently, WAP Goblin did an entire thread on all of the lies. Numerous other people were messaging me stuff that were close to Keffels that were like saying like, yes, like she lied about this, she lied about that, like there's evidence here and there where like she said this story before but now she's saying this one. I don't care so much about those inconsistencies, because I think that if you actually are in an abusive relationship, or there actually is like you actually are going through a hard time, a lot of times you will try to hide the facts and change what it is that you're
is true.
like saying. And so I don't fault her so much for that, and I don't care about the inconsistencies, because I think those would be normal even if it was abusive.
Okay, so here's the thing: is that I actually got a hold of Althea, and I will be constructing some questions for her, and she says that she's willing.
Oh yeah, so this is really funny. So obviously Tom has already said, you know, he's spoken to Althea already. So that's already, Foodshops was advertising this as an exclusive. It's not quite what exclusive means, and just to throw on this extra little bit of funny context. Althea has now cancelled on Foodshops. Foodshops put out an announcement in a Discord earlier saying, "Bad news, Althea has withdrawn from taking questions. She has backed out. Sorry for the unfortunate circumstances. I apologise to everyone who was hoping to get their questions answered. For now, she is not taking any questions. Thank you." So just total L after L after L. Such a shame. And now Stardust is going to screw her over too by refusing to go on this panel with me as well. Crazy. Crazy. There's just no loyalty.
To answer some of these questions. So like if you guys have any questions that you guys are willing for me to send to her.
Like I said, I already talked to Althea. She, for the most part, everyone who messages her, she kind of gives like vague stuff about like, this didn't happen, but I can't talk about it because I'm talking to lawyers, or you know, this she lied about this, but I can't give you any more information because I'm talking, you know, my lawyers say I can't, or stuff like that. So yeah, we messaged her like the day that all of this came out, and I had a number of DMs back and forth with her. But yeah, the way that she talks about abuse over and over, it just sounds like she doesn't understand abuse. Where she says things like, she yelled at me, so therefore I was abused. Like, that is not abuse in and of itself. Yelling is not abuse. There has to be other things there, other elements that make it abusive. And if you're not giving me those other elements, it time after time after time after time, and each time you're calling it abuse, I feel like you don't understand abuse. I feel like you don't know what abuse is, and you're just calling these things abusive because it's a convenient time for you to do this. Because of the allegations that Xander Hall retweeted, and as petty as Keffels was being, my interpretation of all of this was that she just wanted to get an own on Xander Hall, and so she was willing to construct this whole narrative just to make Xander Hall the bad guy who would retweet an abusive tweet.
Jesus.
Was there anything revealing about what Althea said, I guess? Like, that reveal anything new, but like to you, Tom?
Like I said, the only thing is that she was saying that, like, when Keffels is saying that where she reads the DMs and says that she had scratches on her because Keffels was trying to stop her from having sex with her, but in the DMs it actually says that Keffels says in the DMs, I think it was from us wrestling, that like they actually just wrestled. They weren't fighting over like sex or anything. They just did wrestle sometimes, just because they thought it was fun. So.
Oh, okay. All right. I see. Yeah, that part, I don't think Keffels has said about.
Wait, but even Tom's wrong there, isn't he? I thought in the DMs it wasn't it. I thought the Althea said that it was from wrestling, and that Keffels just sort of didn't contest it. I thought that was what happened. Let me go back and look. Quick fact check on this one. Is Tom fucking it up a bit? Let's have a look. Which one did Bomber say it was from? This one? I think. Nope. Oh, no, yeah, no, Keffels does say. Keffels is the one that says wrestling. Keffels, I misremembered that. It is Keffels that says wrestling, yeah. Yeah, because these are DMs to Althea, so it's her on that side. Yeah, okay.
Any wrestling?
Yeah.
She did talk about it. Keffels did read the DM where it says wrestling, but then she said,
"Do cis girls ever wrestle or just trans women?" Well, it wasn't trans women at the time, I believe, was it? It was a cis man and a trans woman at the time, I think. Right? I think.
Right after Keffels says, like, I told her it was from wrestling, but really it was from me trying to stop her from having sex with me, and I had to dig my nails into it.
Okay.
Can I ask, has Keffels' ex like experienced any sort of like real world consequences from essentially what assumed to be as misinformation put out there by Keffels?
It depends. I mean, that's going to be decided by the by the court.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But,
I have no idea when Althea began transitioning, and Keffels made this stuff intentionally hard to figure out. Yep, she jumped around the timeline so much it was like totally unclear. It was insane.
I guess more broadly, did their job catch wind of this or anything like that?
No,
because like
I don't think any of us know, right?
Public.
I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably
No.
all gonna be public reputation stuff. Yeah, there's not.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
no,
know if we know. We don't know her life, right? She hasn't said a whole lot, so yeah, we can't really determine that yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not trying to sort of play down what happened. It just sort of like it's a prominent
Yeah.
question.
No, it's a good
like,
question. It's a good question.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. You guys certainly have much more like introspection into this than I do.
Like, it's so fucking funny. You can't make this shit up, man. You guys have much more introspection to this topic than I do. It's not even about introspection. Like, you're even complicating it. First, it's a fucking pathetic thing to say in the first place. Like, just admitting, oh yeah, I'm totally unable to engage with the subject. Second of all, it's not even about introspection. You're putting too much on this. It was literally about reading the fucking evidence that was on your screen when you were watching the video. But you totally refused to put any effort or any focus into your coverage of this, and we're just totally willing to just sort of coast through it. Dog, I honestly cannot wrap my head around why you would not just fucking quit. Just stop streaming or stop covering drama. Just watch your gay fucking TikToks every day. Like, come on now. Why bother? You clearly don't enjoy doing it. You don't enjoy any of the actual aspects that make it, like, getting better at any actual aspects that make coverage good. You clearly don't enjoy it at all. So why are you bothering? You're not trying to be entertaining, like, ever. You're not trying to deliver insightful commentary or say anything interesting or get to the facts of anything. You just sort of sit there, let videos play, face like a slapped ass. Duh, duh, duh. Fucking so retarded, honestly. It blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. It literally just quit. Addy Pupil saying, I'm Destiny's demise. Very based.
Somebody says, I'm only here because I was threatened. I hope you like the threatening picture, okay? I worked very hard on that cat.
Why were you threatened?
I made a post saying, join the stream or else. And it was a cat holding a knife with my hairstyle. So, yeah.
I see. Let me see. There's a lot more things I could talk about as well. Like, oh god, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a right place and time to bring them up yet.
Well,
yeah.
Just out of curiosity, did Keffels was all this stuff with her ex going down at the same time as like her drama with Kiwi Farms? Is this sort of like on the same time frame?
Apparently, yeah. Apparently it was.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, because that changes a lot around the Kiwi Farm stuff too, right? If there was this abusive relationship going on while she's dealing with Kiwi Farms, while she's dealing with getting dogs.
Actually, no, that doesn't really change the Kiwi Farm stuff at all. The only thing it changes is if actually now using this as the new motivation for the GoFundMe. That's the only thing it changes. I mean, that is pretty big, but that's not what you're talking about here, is it? You're saying like, wow, she was going through a lot. Wow.
Right? Then that kind of like adds a whole new layer to things. And
no, it does. It's not relevant at all. That should not change any of your criticism or analysis of the situation. Saying, wow, Keffels was going through a lot. Wow. I guess it's fine that she was literally one of the most destructive, horrendous pieces of shit on the internet for like over a year. Wow. I guess it's fine then. I guess I really should forgive her. No, retard.
I think it almost like you know, not to buy too much into what Tom's theory is, but it does kind of like give her kind of a semi excuse for like acting super bitchy towards a whole lot of people.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Actually.
Right.
Well, also,
actually, as a matter of fact, trauma is not an excuse to lash out at people. Actually, just saying. Newsflash, Stardust. I know you clearly do need to be told this. You've made that perfectly fucking clear. But actually, trauma is not an excuse to lash out at people. Just saying. Just saying. And it's certainly not an excuse to start a massive campaign where you fleece a bunch of people for 100k and do irreparable damage to the state of the internet. I actually don't care that you were raped, frankly. If you even were.
So, I mean, I think Keffels mentions that she cheated on her partner while she was in Ireland, and then her partner shows up and wants to have sex with her the first day she gets there, and she's refusing to do so, and her partner's upset that she's never having sex with her, but she also cheated on her with the other person that she's staying with, so
that's fucked. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. That's kind of sussy. So, yeah, I would freak out too. I would if my partner cheated on me and then I tried to like, I mean,
or maybe it's not cheating. She had sex with them. Maybe it's not cheating and they have an open relationship. But I remember her saying that like she had like a sexual relationship with this other person.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the girlfriend did feel insecure, and that's why she was screaming and crying about not having sex. You know, so yeah.
So if so essentially I remember Kef was doing a fundraiser at the time to like, didn't she get like $100,000 or something like that? Was it to like escape was it to like essentially escape you know, go and hide in Ireland or something? Yeah,
she said initially that she went there to escape kiwi farms, but that doesn't make sense because it's the internet, right?
Because it's the internet,
So,
right?
Yes, you're not farther away from the internet in Ireland than you are in Canada. So it made literally no sense. Everybody made fun of her for it. And so it was very convenient that now she had a reason for why she actually escaped Canada and went to Ireland instead, which it could be true. Again, like all of these things could be true. I mean,
Tom's spitting here. Tom's spitting here. Gotta give it to him.
And this all was abusive.
He has his
just
moments.
Hasn't given us that context to where any of it would be abusive. But when she ended it, she said, "I'm not talking about this again. I will never talk about this again, and I'm done."
To be fair, there is a good faith. There is like a positive interpretation of this, even though the positive interpretation is super duper weak. The positive interpretation, I guess, is like, oh, in Ireland there's less people or something like that. I don't know. Like U.S. is like, I don't. It still doesn't make any sense. Never mind. It's just I don't know. Like because Ireland has like less people per capita or something. So then like even though you are like gone after like in terms of swatted or something.
He's just saying common sense stuff to a panel of retards. Who cares? Well, yeah, but listen, the bar is very low. I will agree. But it's a shocking breath of fresh air, you know, when you hear someone say something remotely sane or intelligent. Well, not even intelligent, that maps onto reality. It seems like they've looked at the information and come to a conclusion.
Something like that, it's like safer because the police there is like less crazy, I guess. But like I guess
they delivered like 50 pizzas to her. Yeah, they delivered like 50 pizzas to her in the UK because she kept everywhere she went. She kept taking pictures and posting them on Twitter and shit of where she was.
That was like
so
literally the most callous behavior.
Over and over.
Wait, was she?
Yes,
was she doing that afterwards? Either like even after the pizza thing?
I think so. I'm not positive, but yeah, I think so. And she blamed. She said that they found her because her partner took a picture and they recognized the plant in the window, and then they were able to find where she was based on like Google Maps and looking at plants in windows and crap like that. I find that really hard to believe. I from what I remember, it was from pictures that she took at the hotel, but maybe that's possible. Either way.
It is possible because 4chan's infamous for...
Sure.
It is, yeah.
4chan's infamous. Bro, these people are so dumb. These people... It's not only that they're dumb, it's that they're like... Because you could be stupid and you could still retain information, right? But that they don't even have, like, key facts. What does 4chan have to do with any of this? At what point in the Keffel shit does 4chan ever become relevant? It's just so dumb. Let's go back anyway. I can't want to hear what Tom was saying again because I'm not sure exactly what his point was. Was he talking about the initial doxing? Because that's...
It's like... I don't. It still doesn't make any sense. Never mind. It's just I don't know. Like because Ireland has like less people per capita or something. So then like even though you are like gone after like in terms of swatted or something like that, it's like safer because the police there is like less crazy, I guess. But like I guess
they delivered like 50
she never gave that
to her. Yeah, they delivered like 50 pizzas to her in the UK because she kept everywhere she went. She kept taking.
Well, I believe the guy who did the bomb threat in Ireland was from some Discord troll group. Some Discord Irish nationalist troll group. Wasn't it? Isn't that what Jesse Single said? Yeah, less people per capita. Fucking brilliant, man. Honestly.
Pictures and posting them on Twitter and shit of where she was.
That was like
so
literally the most callous behavior.
Over and over.
Wait, was she?
Yes,
was she doing that afterwards? Either like even after the pizza thing?
I think so. I'm not positive, but yeah, I think so. And she blamed. She said that they found her because her partner took a picture and they recognized the plant in the window, Or
Melanie Cosmic Fox in chat hitting us with the most base thing ever.
And then they were able to find where she was based on like Google Maps and looking at plants in windows and crap like that. I find that really hard to believe. I from what I remember, it was from pictures that she took at the hotel, but maybe that's possible. Either way,
it is possible because 4chan's infamous for.
I missed it again. I missed it again because nine fucking retard
yeah,
distracted
I think
me.
so. And she blamed. She said that they found her because her partner took a picture and they recognized the plant in the window.
Yeah, so Tom is mixing things up. Careful is talking about the initial doxing. I don't know what the truth of how they got that dox was. But the initial doxing could totally have been through potted plants. The hotel room doxing was from photos that Careful's took of the sheets.
And then they were able to find where she was based on like Google Maps and looking at plants in windows and crap like that. I find that really hard to believe. I from what I remember, it was from pictures that she took at the hotel, but maybe that's possible. Either way,
it is possible because 4chan's infamous for.
Sure,
it is. Yeah, they're really good at that.
Either way, if she was in the picture, so she knew the picture was being taken.
Stardust just doesn't challenge it either. They're really good at that. Do you not remember any of this? Do you really not? Why do you think it was 4chan? Why are you just accepting it's 4chan? Why are you just blaming this random site?
She had an issue with it. She should have said it.
4chan does like fuck. Dude, is doxing even allowed on 4chan at this point? I haven't seen anything like that in years, though. Admittedly, I haven't been on B or anything like that in years.
At the time, but instead she waits until after Kiwi Farms finds her again and then just blames it on her partner and says it was her partner's fault. Like, maybe stop them from taking the freaking picture.
Which is wild considering everything that's apparently going on in the background at the time with her partner as well.
So yeah, that's the thing. You know, first she said she left because of Kiwi Farms, then she said she left she did it to bait them, then she said she did it to escape her ex, which, you know, that story is changing pretty quickly. There was something else that I wanted to bring up, though, that somebody pointed out, but never mind, I can't remember it right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's just so much. I don't know. And then like due to all of this, I guess as well, like now I guess she realized like how much like this is like getting her, I guess maybe like because of all this. Like now that we have already established like if it's a
Jesus, holy fuck, say something, dude. Listening to these people talk is so frustrating sometimes. It's just like you listen to it, and you're like, please say what you're trying to say. Just get it out. Holy fuck, please just say what you're trying to say, dude.
She's like intentionally lying that she could.
Yeah, Stardust is just nodding off here.
Also be like farming this as well, and if it is true that she is intentionally farming this, then like how much has she lied about like Hassan as well? Like who knows, right? Like how much is she being disingenuous with Hassan information and stuff?
Well,
like
she
that?
was disingenuous with Hassan because she said that she was dropping Hassan nukes, but then when it all came out, she was just putting out really old information.
Yeah,
she was leaking DMs from other people who were just.
You had trouble listening in school, didn't you? No, none of my teachers were ever this bad at speaking because they had jobs where it was required of them to present information to an audience, much like these people actually, who are fucking terrible at it.
Just like Hassan mods, or talking about what other people were saying in Hassan's Discord, or saying what people were saying in Hassan's chat, but she wasn't actually putting out anything on Hassan that wasn't a decade old. Like, it was just very old stuff or stuff about people close to him. It had nothing to do with Hassan. He didn't get hurt or hit with any of
I've got to delete that comment, but why say it? It's so retarded.
It was just a whole bunch of bullcrap that was totally irrelevant to Hassan, so it was really obnoxious.
Yeah, I guess that was just drama farming then, essentially.
It was pretty, like, I guess.
No, that was clearly, right? Yeah, hi, Akana boy. I think that.
So this is just fucking. We'll watch like a minute or two of this. It's just hilarious how all the steam gets taken out of the conversation the moment this sped joins. Like, it literally just becomes a circle jerk. It's crazy.
Like, I think that
they just
whole,
talk about their lives for like hours.
Manifesto she did on Hassan was very clearly just virtue signaling the DDG and try to get in their good graces. Yeah.
Connor Boy is always on Stardust stream. It's the only place I ever see him these days.
So
it was. I'm gonna be honest. It was pretty cringe. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest. Okay, yeah, it was sort of cringe. Yeah, but it is what it is.
I mean, I didn't watch
where
it,
belongs,
but
frankly.
From what I heard about it, that's kind of like what I think.
Yeah.
That,
and today Zonia released a video on New Year's Eve on Keffels, which is like apparently Keffels. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently like Keffels has like Kuihman friends, like so even like Zonia is against her, and Zonia has like direct like DM access to Keffels. You know what I mean? So it's like
There's a point where the yellow shirt guy tries to get Stars to consider doing OnlyFans. No, nah. Well, Stylo did that in the 2 Hours Hate, didn't he? So that was his whole pitch to Stardust, was quit streaming, do OnlyFans.
Like it seems like people aren't really buying Keffels like kind of display of like virtue signaling. Like sure, like her audience buys it and like some other people buy it, but like she isn't really buying the favors of like any like other content creators, I guess. Like not really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it seems like that's not really happening.
Also, hi Boy, happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's. Guys,
you're backwards for me.
This whole time, my goodness.
Is he backwards for you guys too, or is he only backwards for me?
Fuck.
I think it's
backwards. Look, I don't get this. When I started the 3 Wonk show the other day, for some reason, when I started recording, it was backwards, so I had to flip it. So I'm like, I don't.
Hold on. It's going to flip mirrored on your side, so you'll see yourself mirrored, but we'll all see you normal. And so if you're recording on your side, you might want it mirrored so that it looks better on your side, but just know that on our side, it's backwards.
Man.
There should be a way to flip it in OBS. You know, there should be a way to flip it in OBS.
There
like
is,
filter or something.
there is, but I'm a fucking boomer when it comes to this stuff. It was a miracle I was able to get everything ready for this past Saturday.
How is that going?
Fuck, I flipped it the wrong way. See, look at me. How's that going? It's going all right. I mean, we had a really good first show. It's just a fun little.
So, like, isn't this just amazing panel content? So she brought people on for a panel about the Keffels drama. That panel lasted all of what? When did Foodshops join? That panel lasted about 40 minutes, if that. They spoke about it briefly. Stardust admitted she hadn't read any of the DMs, and then the conversation stopped. Okay. What a fucking amazing panel, Stardust. Honestly, you're a gift to content creation.
Fun little side thing. So not really taking it too seriously, just having fun with it. So
that's cool. Yeah.
There you go. How are you guys doing? How's y'all's content creation journeys going? Are they? Was it a good 2023?
How's your content creation journey going, guys? Get this corny ninja out of the Discord call. Disconnect now. Disconnect now. Goofy, get the fuck... Disconnect from the Discord call. Connor boy, disconnect. Get on webcam, goon sessions in 12 minutes, okay. So yeah, I don't... watch a little more of this. I kind of want to see if this fat guy... I got this fat guy convincing Stars to do OnlyFans sounds fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, that does sound really funny.
The second half of 2023 was like an absolute shit show because I had a bunch of stuff in my personal
Stardust,
life.
Like, sits here and starts like kind of trauma dumping me, like I had a really hard year. There was so much going on. So, I don't care, bitch.
But you know,
the stream needs Ethan Ralph to turn up the fire a bit.
Just coming out of it, you know, and hopefully there will be no more like personal emergencies in my life. So, yeah,
like stuff that took away from streaming. You're saying
that literally took me away, like quite literally. I had to stop streaming for like 2 months because I was dealing with like a family emergency, and then even recently I had something pop up that super duper stressed me out and wore me and like tired me out. So yeah, just hoping that it's not like that.
Okay, let's skip over here. All right. I gained 30 pounds. Oh wow, no one even noticed.
Favorite streamer having to get his diaper changed, bro.
Well, it would smell so bad, And
That would be so wild.
It would be
funeral reviews.
But you know, I also think about
rancid.
I think I get into my own head too much because I also think about like, okay, so many of these like these streamers have like OnlyFans, right? And like, you know, I'm never gonna be somebody who does OnlyFans, but I just think like, man, I really like, yeah, like, is that how these people like, I don't know, get ahead or whatever?
Ain't nobody buying that shit, Stardust. Ain't nobody buying that shit, dude. Ain't nobody subscribing. 0 subscribers, 0 likes, 0 followers. I say that, but I know it's not true. I know it's not true. Tesco Johnson's on that shit day 1. He's an early adopter. He's getting the Founders Pack. With the special title on the forums. And the Warthog skin. But yeah, it's just crazy for Stardust to be sitting here thinking like, oh, I wonder if I would be doing better if I had an OnlyFans. How about you just make some good fucking content? How about you stop being a lazy cunt? How about you just stop acting like such a fucking retard day in, day out, doing nothing on stream? Just insane. Absolutely insane. Hey guys, maybe I should I know my content fucking sucks, but maybe if I started whoring myself out, it'd be going better. How about we take this back a step? How about we just try and fix the content first? Let's run this back real quick. Let's go back to the start here. What's the issue? You're not growing. Your career's dead. You're floating. No idea what you're doing with your life. Okay, let's try and make some better content first, at least. Just pay attention. Stop smoking so much weed. Something like 63% of women on OnlyFans make less than $100 a month, and Star thinks she can make bank Lamau. Well.
Really, I don't know. So yeah.
I mean, Stardust.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Oh, have a good one, Tom.
You have a wonderful
Thanks
day.
for joining.
New Year's, everybody.
Happy
Bye.
New Year.
All right, see ya. All right,
What do you mean
so
get ahead, Stardust?
Okay, so here we go. That guy's about to start spitting Stylo's truth here, okay?
I think, what is it? With OnlyFans, right? There's been people who do OnlyFans who don't do explicit content. So,
I know that.
Like, you
yeah,
could just do
Stardust, maybe you just do lewd, Stardust. Maybe you just post some bikini photos, Stardust. Maybe okay, Stardust. Maybe just a few bikini photos, Stardust. Maybe, perhaps.
Like Star, like for this is an example. I'm not saying you would, but like for example, you know, cosplays in terms of like non-sexual ones, that sort of thing. It's an example of like a
yeah, but that's like a very small that's a very small percentage.
There's still a
What do you mean
huge
by get
stigma
ahead,
around
Star? You
it
mean,
as
like,
well.
just make more money, or
I don't
what do you
know.
mean?
I feel like you have to be like super duper hot, like
Yeah, no shit.
to like I don't know, be successful.
I think
Well, you could have the fat ugly bitch niche. You could take that niche. You could appeal to that audience.
Earlier, you said I feel like people get ahead by doing OnlyFans. But what do you
Yeah, I
you
think
mean,
they
like-
do. Well, I don't know about. I think that if they actually do, I think like, what if this is the way that they get ahead, right? Like maybe like I don't know.
Oh, like
I feel
to
as if
establish like a loyal audience to do OnlyFans first.
Oh, maybe yeah, something like
It's just,
that.
it's just cruel to it's just kind of cruel to even take this idea with any seriousness. Like you're actually entertaining this delusion.
I don't know.
I think it's probably a lot of the parasociality that comes into it rather than the body, because the body can be copy and pasted 1,000 times, like hot body, right? But the thing is that I think it's a lot of the interaction that comes into it, like the simpery, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that OnlyFans isn't. So I think that very few people will make their if you're a big YouTuber or you're a big streamer, you don't even have to be male or female for this, but you can cash in on your audience for like for doing OnlyFans content essentially. That's the way I view it in.
The issue with OnlyFans from like a structural perspective and making money is that I would I would wager, I could be wrong, but I would wager that most of the people who make a lot of money on OnlyFans probably don't responsibly spend it, right? And invest
That's true.
And so
That's probably
like,
true. Yeah.
A lot of the men and women who do OnlyFans, like, unfortunately, they, in 10 years they might find themselves, 36 years old and just like getting out competed by a bunch of other OnlyFans creators that are 20 years old at the time.
Stardust, listen.
Unfortunately, they just
listen, Stardust. You're on the clock here, Stardust. All right. Do you want that stuff out there forever when you got 2 years of working time left? You might even be past the point, Stardust. Jesus.